So where does the word gigolo come from? It's the French word for dance partner.
That was 6 chapters without a cup of tea. I don't think I could do that. Yes, the word gigolo first appeared in the 1920s from the French word gigolo, referring to the men who would partner single Parisian women in dance halls. There you go. Now, do you remember Richard Gere in American Gigolo? Oh, he made 1 million women swoon and 1 million men dream of being in his shoes. Not that he had them on very often. He made the idea... You don't want a man who keeps his socks and shoes on, I can tell you that. Gigolos don't do that. He made the idea of being a gigolo glamorous and sexy, entertaining rich, successful women and living the high life in return for offering undivided attention. Gigolos claim they're not prostitutes because they don't accept cash. But doesn't a Rolex count? What do you think? Sexy or sleazy? Ever used one? How would you feel if your son, or heaven forbid your husband, was one? Or what if you found out one of your friends had used their services? I would love to hear from you. But before we get to your calls, let's meet Golden from London. Hi there, Golden.
Hello.
Now, you've been a gigolo for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, how do you get into it? I mean, I'm intrigued.
Well, it wasn't like I went to careers counselling at school and asked
No, I can't imagine,
advisor. It just fell... I fell into it, really, over the past sort of 10 years.
So, talk me through an encounter, then, because I just don't understand how it happens. You know, prostitution I kind of get, but...
Yeah, sure, it's not as cut and dry as that. It's more just a lifestyle thing. I mean, I'm a musician and I do a lot of work in clubs and casinos. So I just happen to meet a lot of rich older women that want to sort of take me along for the ride, and I entertain them.
But, you know... But, OK, so you meet a woman and you chat her up and all the rest of it. Now, most older women, or any woman, would be very flattered to have your attentions, but women are kind of conditioned to think you fancy them, that's why you're chatting to them, and then you will sort of adopt the traditional male-female roles. At what point you say, by the way, darling, you're paying? That's quite an old-fashioned opinion, I think, about sort of battle of the sexes. We're living in the 21st century now, and gigolos have been around for hundreds of years. I'm just, you know, I like having fun, and I'm out and I meet people that got more money than me, and women take me along for the ride. It's like it's on their terms rather than me being a dominant male telling them we're going here or we're doing that. I love the way you say like they take you along for the ride.
Yeah, like Kate said, though, when do you actually sort of say you are paying and my rate is?
It's not, like I said, it's not cut and dry as I sort of give them a price list or anything like that. It's just I'm not able to finance that sort of lifestyle. And if I'm around affluent women, then it's usually they pick up the tab, because it's mostly expense accounts.
So how does this work for you? I mean, who pays your mortgage?
I wish I had a mortgage. No, I don't actually. I don't have a mortgage to pay rent. I'm a piano player. I work. So you pay your basic living expenses, as any normal person would, from your day job, if you like. But so what kind of gifts do you get on top? I've had clothes, dinners, first-class flights, hotels, lots of, you know, just nice lifestyle, really.
How do you broach that? I'm still confused. How you actually you say, look, I'd like a watch. I don't know...
No, you don't ask. That's terribly crass. I would never ask. Can I have...
Oh, forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Standards, David, standards.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't ever ask for a gift. That would be really lame. I don't know. I mean, it's just nice to have presents. People like spending money when they've got it. But we're kind of dancing around this. I mean, basically, in kind, they're paying you for sex. No, I don't view it like that. Well, do you have sex with them? Yeah, what? It's a connection. It's a relationship. You know, it's a liaison. It's an adventure. It's not a cheap trick.
Right. I just need to get some ground rules.
Right. Taking notes, I know.
Yeah. If you do have it, no. Do you pick them or do they pick you?
It's a mutual thing. I mean, if I have been approached by someone I don't like, I'm not going to go with it. I have a line, you know. Everyone has to make the choice.
All right. So they have to be a certain. So you have to fancy them, do you?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Okay. So you've never been with somebody who you haven't fancied?
No.
Just because they're quite affluent and wealthy.
Yeah, exactly.
How can you be sure they're really, really rich?
Well, you're not always, but it depends if you're on a night out and they don't pick up the tab. I mean, I've been left in the lurch at Cipriani's before. That wasn't much fun.
Happened?
Yeah.
So what do you do in that situation?
Beg, borrow.
So do you go to... There are certain places that you would hang out and look for certain types of women?
Yeah, there's posh hotels. When you're in that environment, in that scene, it's quite a small scene, and there's a lot of affluent women that want a toy boy or what have you.
And the women go... What sort of women go to these places? Are they looking for someone like you?
Well, I guess it's just everyone's up for having a good time, and if you're having a good time, it's like attracts like. It's an energy thing, you know. I mean, I don't go out, looking miserable and staring at my feet all evening. I wouldn't get picked up that way.
Oh, I've thought another one. This is So you're with a rich lady, and she's taking. Do you ever get to meet her friends? Are you socially acceptable?
Yeah.
And how do the other men in the group
It's an individual thing. Again, it's not like there's one stock answer. There's some women want to be discreet, other women want to show me off. It's.
And how do they introduce you?
Well, in varying ways. Sometimes as their boyfriend, or I've been introduced as toy boy or boy toy.
And
it depends on the circumstance. I mean, if it's light-hearted, it's fun.
Could you run a real girlfriend alongside this activity?
I generally have one relationship at a time. I don't have lots of things.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about a woman that you have a more equal relationship with, that you're not in it because she can bring you material benefits. Somebody that you might love.
Yeah, I have had relationships where I've been in love, and it's been an equal footing.
Right.
Yeah.
And at that point, you would stop your gigolo activities?
Yeah, of course.
Right, OK.
Have you ever been with a married woman?
No.
Never?
No, I don't want to be traced by any angry husbands. Thank you very much.
Also, I was thinking about the nightmare situation of you meeting a woman in a casino or whatever, but she, you unknowing to you, is a prostitute, and then you both end up going together. At the end of the night, you wake up in the morning. Who's paying who? He's not leaving a Rolex.
You can spot them a mile off.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, you can spot them a mile off.
What's the average age of these women?
20s and 30s.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I find that really amazing.
We just don't make enough money, Kay. That's the problem.
I don't know, jazz musicians don't earn enough to live the high life, so...
And what have you told your family?
Oh, they know what I'm up to.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, my dad was a bit of a playboy back in the 60s, so I think I got that from him.
David, would you fancy it? I mean, because the thing is, we talk about this, and we always do this nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and it's, you know, typically described as every man's dream. Is it every man's dream?
Well, I mean, it's a choice thing, isn't it? I'm a bit stumped for one. I think there are lots of clearly benefits to it. You know, that you can live a great lifestyle and you can do whatever you want and get flown all over the world and so on. Sure. For me, I would really feel that I would lose a sense of belonging and actually achievement and stuff that I want to do. But I can see why it's very tempting.
Yeah, I was thinking Anne Widdecombe might sign you up.
All right, come on, Anne.
What's surprising to me is I thought it was more of a job than it is. I thought he sort of maybe didn't have that idea. Yeah, but it seems like it's almost like you're just going for girls that you like. It's a bit like if I was going out.
Lucky.
If I was going out to find a girlfriend, you go out to a bar and you'd find a girlfriend, you chat to her, and it's nice. But yours is a bonus because you get to have her for a bit, and she might give you a Rolex or a car.
No, but come on, Michael, do you really fancy that?
No, of course not. Not personally. It's not that.
Of course not. I mean,
no, I don't know. Because I'm assuming, Gold. I mean, are you into it because you like? Is it just simple as you like sex with women, and so you have as much sex with as many women as you possibly can?
I mean, I've had a very lucky life, and that's reflected in the book. It's all fun.
But there's no future in it, is there?
No, of course not, but it's not. I never thought there would be.
What happens at the end of your shelf life?
Well, my shelf life, I hang up my Gigolo Spurs, I suppose.
But when is that? What does happen? Are you not worried?
It's a youthful thing.
Yeah.
And I'm 30 now. I still think of myself as a gigolo, I suppose, but I'm a musician first and foremost.
Right.
And it funds when I'm in between, you know, jazz gigs or studio work.
I mean, Gordon, does it offend you to be referred to as a prostitute? If somebody
Yeah,
says,
because it's not the same thing at all. And like I said, I'm not with an agency.
Why is it not? I mean,
well, because I don't advertise my
what
services.
they can give you materially.
I don't advertise my services. I don't go out looking. You know, I'm not in the phone book or.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think of the high-class hooker, as we think of it, you know, in the lobby of some very high-class London hotel or whatever, they're not advertising their services. There's just this, you know, understanding between the parties.
There comes a point when they ask for money, and I never have asked for anything. I've just been very lucky in terms of the relationships I've had, in terms of the wealth and the lifestyle I've lived, and that's.
And what would you do if one of them slipped 500 quid down your jockey shorts?
Well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, I think.
I'm not suggesting I'm going to, but what would you do? Would you give it back and say, I'm not that kind of boy?
No, I don't know. You're putting me on the spot now. I mean, I've never had that experience, so I don't know. It's not something... I haven't cheapened myself, I don't think, with this.
What's the biggest sort of material thing you've ever been given?
I got a car. That was pretty cool, yeah.
And did you sell it?
No, it got crushed.
Well, listen, Goldie, Listen, you've got a bit of competition,
Don't ever park illegally in London, that's what I have to say.
Taxi car open.
Amy, we've got some polls on this.